7:17, and each day at 7:18 here on WSBA. We've been having our Give Local York interviews for local nonprofits who are doing so much for our community and part of the fabric of the York community of giving. Last year, over $3.5 million collected during a COVID year, breaking the record from the year before. And this year, trying to break new records again on the Big Give on May 7th. We're looking forward to that, where you pick out various groups that you want to contribute to. And you can go to givelocalyork.org and do all that. And if you go in there right now and you search, one of the most intriguing local nonprofits is a group called Jessica and Friends Community. And with us this morning is Peter Tague. And he and his wife have done a great job of putting together this particular group. And I met Peter a few years ago, and I was speaking at Lancaster Bible College. And I believe he was the president over there at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
Good morning, Gary. I'm good. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing great, and had a chance to meet you some years ago and all the great work you did over there, but you're doing some great work here. And it started with your daughter, Jessica, who was born with special needs back in 1981, and you and your wife, Paulette, found yourselves on a journey you could never imagine. Tell us about Jessica and Friends and where that has taken you to the present day.
Yes, thank you so much for your partnership and your support over the years. Jessica just turned 40 this past May 22, and exactly 23 years ago, we gathered friends into our home, and Jessica and Friends Community was birthed. It was our vision at the time to establish homes for those with intellectual disabilities and autism, and today we not only have 7 homes with 5 more in the future for the next 2 years, but we have so many more pillars of services for the community. So we sit back and marvel at what's happened over these 23 years with Jessica and Friends Community, and we are so grateful for the support of those from South Central Pennsylvania who have really gotten behind this opportunity.
Peter, I know one of the things you're doing right now, too, is reaching out to over 300 parents in your parent and caregiver support group. Talk a little bit about that and how you're reaching out, some of the specifics there.
Well, 7 years ago, we were gifted with a marvelous 5-acre retreat center on Indian Rock Road. We call it Indian Rock Acres. And we have innkeepers at this beautiful, restored old home. And it's a place for respite for parents and their children. So our parents can come on any weekend or weekday, and we have innkeepers that spoil them with meals, and we have hiking, swimming, bicycling, and it's just a beautiful place for parents to get away and catch their breath. When Paulette and I raised Jessica many years ago, we had absolutely no relief, and we always had a dream that we would provide an opportunity for parents to get a little bit of a respite. So this is one of the pillars that we do for Jessica and Friends Community.
You know, one of the things that happens, too, as people get older and the children get older, and you're trying to teach them how to be able to live lives and how to be able to learn life skills and independence. That's important, but as you get older, maybe it's tougher to care for some of these kids as they get older, too. And so that's one of the things you're trying to deal with as well. Talk a little bit about that, if you would, Peter.
Well, Paulette and I always wanted Jessica to be in a home where those who provided her with care would be an extension of the love and care and support we gave Jessica. So we have a devoted team of approximately 150 employees who are trained staff, and they lead each one of our programs. There's yearly trainings in CPR and first aid and others related to working with adults with intellectual disabilities. So we really want our homes and every one of our pillars to be filled with love and joy, so that these very special individuals will know that they have meaning and worth and dignity, and we want them to be a part of a community and the community.
And one of the things you're doing, too, is I know you're serving the Pathway Day program. You now serve 80 individuals in 2 day programs located right here in York and Hanover. 6 friends just entering into that Pathway Day program. Tell us about the Pathway Day program and how that's helping people.
Well, we have 2 programs, one in Hanover, one in York. Before COVID hit, we were serving 90 individuals 5 days a week at both of our centers. We provide small group training and activities in computers and sensory awareness, cognitive skills, communication, social and leisure skills. And then we are helping these individuals integrate into the community. So we have a really loving environment in both of our person-centered day programs. And quite frankly, folks like our daughter Jessica cannot wait every morning to come and really don't want to leave at the end of the day. It's so important that these folks are kept meaningful busy during the day and feel like they are contributing. And this is what that kind of an environment is doing for these folks.
Yeah, I can't think of anything better as any individual than wanting to say, hey, I did something useful with my day and did something well with it. Peter, final question. And, May 7th, there's a lot of people sitting down looking at nonprofits and saying, where do I put my dollars in the community? We have a very giving community. What would you say about Jessica and Friends as kind of a final word to people who are thinking about that out there and considering where to put those monies?
Well, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to say a word about our need. We currently have 7 homes, and we have 55 individuals on our waiting list. Our board has set a goal of opening 5 more homes in the next 2.5 years. And we are going to use the proceeds from this very special day in York, Give Local York, to purchase our next home. It cost us out of pocket $350,000 approximately just to purchase and get up and running a home. So the need is great.
Right.
And I just have to thank the people of Central Pennsylvania. They have been so gracious, and we are once again really hoping that people will respond to this need. We're not asking for ourselves. We're asking for these very, very beautiful people.
The name of the group is Jessica and Friends, Peter and Paulette Tague. And Peter, always good talking to you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Thanks for all you're doing, and God bless, my friend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Peter Tague, Jessica and Friends. When you look at givelocalyork.org, just search Jessica and Friends and find out what they're doing. There's a lot of good being done out there in the York area. WSBA News Time is 7:24.